So I went from looking like this to looking like this. And if you hate working out, I'm gonna show you how I was able to achieve this transformation within just a few months. And this is perfect for you because if you hate working out, I'm gonna break down my formula for how I started falling in love with exercising and how I made it a continuous habit, so much so that I don't resent it, I look forward to working out, and naturally I lost a lot of weight. So at first I was kind of fat, but it's weird because like I look at myself and I didn't think I was fat. You know when you're just like big and meaty and whatever you want to call it, and you look at yourself and you're like, yeah, I look fine, but because you're so used to you looking a certain way, you don't think there's something off. But it's funny, back then, my friend, who was my best friend, and she's like this Vietnamese girl, she'd always like be like, oh, you're getting fat, oh, you're getting fat, oh, you're getting fat. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting fat. What are you talking about? And I'm like eating like pizza and burritos right in front of her, thinking I have a high metabolism. And it's weird. Now I look back, like for example, this is a video from like a long time ago, and like I don't even recognize myself. And so one day I was like, maybe my Vietnamese friend, she kind of had a point. All right, let me try this working out thing, right? Oh man, I didn't wear my watch. Wait, give me a sec. Gotta look good for the video. I did the lighting and everything, did my hair, and now one thing I missed was the damn watch. And I'm not recording the intro over again. Anyways, I came across the Nike Run Club app, and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. Let me try it out. And what's interesting about this app is that they have a coaching mode. So basically, while you're going on the run, there's a trainer in your ear and they're guiding you through the run. They'll be like, faster, slower, oh, go harder, I know you hate me, but go harder. Like, it was a coach in your ear. Obviously, it was like a pre-recorded coaching thing, kind of like listen to a podcast. But I was like, you know what, let me try it out. And I looked up the app and I'm like, okay, beginner running routine, sure. Press play, put my headphones on, I started jogging. And then within 1 kilometer, right, the coach in my ear was like, okay, stop running, that's good enough, go slow, that's done, stop. And I was like, wait, we just started running, like how am I supposed to do anything? And the trainer was like, the key here is small, consistent reps are way better than going all in and then never doing it again. And we are trying to optimize for those small, consistent steps. And I was like, dude, I barely even ran. Like, it's just literally 1 kilometer. But I was a good student and I decided, you know what, tomorrow I'll run another kilometer or whatever the coach says. The next day came and then he's like telling me to run, and I'm running and I'm like, okay, cool. But here's the interesting thing. He's like, okay, while you're running, take in the sights, feel the breeze coming through your skin, feel the air going down your ear, feel how good this feels. And he's explaining these things, and I'm like, you're right, it feels good. This is interesting, I kinda like it. And the next thing you know, he's like, all right, stop running, you're done, bye, peace, tomorrow we continue it again. And I was like, yo, I'm actually starting to enjoy it. What the hell's going on? And so I stopped running and I had to wait for the next day. But here's the interesting thing. Because I ended on such a high, I was looking forward to the euphoria I'll feel the next day. And so the next day came and he's like, yes, go for a run. This time go for 2 kilometers and enjoy everything around you. And I was playing music and I'm like, wow, this guy, he's speaking with such passion about running. I kind of felt it inside me. And then the way he was describing, I'm like, yes, this feels great. I want to keep running. I just want to keep running. And so from there, I started building the habit of running almost every day. 1 kilometer, 1.5 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 2.5 kilometers, 3 kilometers, and slowly started building. And I realized I wasn't doing it for the weight loss. I was actually doing it for the euphoric feeling of the high that the running would give me, or whatever the coach instilled into my brain. And at this point, I slowly started losing weight, but it was never for the weight. And then I would get comments like my mom would be like, Alif, you're losing weight. I'm like, oh, okay. My friends would come up to me and they're like, oh, you're losing weight. I'm like, oh, okay. My brother would come up to me, oh, you're losing weight, right? Everyone kept telling me I was losing weight. I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, right, whatever. And then I'm like, you know what? let me try to eat healthy. Like if I'm getting this momentum, wanna try to eat, maybe not fully healthy, but try to eat little less, right? Because I found that I ate all the time, and I only ate when I was bored. So I wasn't really hungry. I never ate out of necessity. It was just because I was bored. And so I'm like, okay, cool, I cleaned up my diet. And next thing you know, my weight just went down, 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 down. And at this point, I'm like looking at myself, and every week that would go by, I would not even recognize my face. I'm like, whoa, the jawline is getting a little more, I kind of like this, I remember seeing a friend, and he's like, wait, Alif, is that you? Like, I don't even recognize you. Your face looks so different. And I started losing a lot of fat on my jawline. And then I look at myself, I'm like, yo, I look good. I look good. I think I like this stuff, right? And it's interesting because I'm like liking the running. It feels good. I eat a little less. I'm eating more clean, and I feel physically good. And then I was like, you know what? I'm getting a lot of momentum. I'm gonna hire a trainer, right? And one of my really good friends, he's a trainer. So I'm like, yo, I wanna buy your services, sign me up, right? And here's the crazy part. So at first, it was like these, you gotta run 5Ks, then work out for 2 hours and do this 5 days a week. It was some intense shit like that. And I was like, oh, I couldn't do it. Then one day, he's like, Alif, you've been missing a lot of workouts. I'm like, yeah, I'll pick it up next week. And he's like, listen, I'm gonna fire you as a client right now because you missed so many workouts. And I was like, what? You can fire me? I'm paying you, but you fire me? What? Then it hit me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm being a piece of shit. Fuck. And I was scared. I was like, no, give one more chance. Promise me, one more chance. And he's like, okay, we'll see how it goes. And so, then I started taking the workout seriously. 5Ks, working out, blah, blah, blah. And then my weight went from this to like this. Like, it just dropped. And I was like, wow, like, I'm losing a lot of weight. And now, the lowest I've been recorded my weight is like 143, which is wild. Right now, as it's recording, I'm like 148 from this morning. So, I guess I gained a little weight, or did I gain a little muscle? Regardless, comparing this person talking on camera to this person talking in front of a camera, I prefer this than that. Anyway, so what's the takeaway for you? If you want to get into exercising and you want to lose weight, you want to look good, sexy, you want to look good in a shirt, you want to look good naked, man. Oh, you want all that? What should you do? My advice, and this is my opinion, I'm not a trainer, I'm not an expert, whatever, you know. But what I would do if I were you, I'd start to figure out how to fall in love with exercising. And I'd start to fall in love with that feeling of how good it feels to eat clean and to exercise and to have a lot of energy in your day. If you can figure that out, maybe it's like sports, maybe you like Muay Thai, maybe you like Jiu-Jitsu, maybe you like dancing, whatever it is, right? Just start falling in love with the exercise. It doesn't have to be about the exercise. It's just the exercise is more of like a byproduct of what you love to do. And add on top of that, just stop eating unhealthy shit. Like literally cut your diet in half, because you're probably eating just out of boredom, not actually necessity. So if you just cut your diet in half and do shit that you like to do that has exercise as the byproduct, yo, watch, you're gonna look so damn sexy. I'm telling you, you're gonna look so damn nice. And so to this day, I'm still working with my trainer as this recording, and I just ran a almost 5K. I don't know, my knee's been kind of acting weird, so I've been running like a little less. But anyways, I'm still in the routine, and what's interesting is at this point, my identity is exercise. If I do not work out at least 3 times a week, something bothers me. It genuinely bothers me, and I feel like, what the fuck, man, what am I doing? Even when I'm like on vacation and I'm like in Florida and everything, the first thing I think of is, oh my god, I'm gonna run by the beach. It's gonna feel so freaking good. And so again, exercise and eating healthy is now part of my identity. It took a while to get it part of my identity. Like there's a lot of work that needs to be sculpted into the neurons of my head to make it part of my identity. But now that it's part of my identity and who I think I am, working out is just so much easier. And there you have it, how I got skinny. I hope that was helpful. If you enjoyed this video, follow me on Instagram at ALIFIOS and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you, my friend, in the next video. Peace, 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 peace.